Hey guys, this is Abhishek from gadgetsreviews.com, and today we have the Motorola Moto X. This is a device which I have got from someone, and this device is not the device which is going to be launched in India. This is an imported device as far as the model which we have with us as of now. Now this device is going to come to India very soon, and I think it will be there within a month. As far as the other phone which is already in India from Motorola, that one is called Moto G, and the Moto X has recently been announced, and again the news are there that it will come. It will probably come by the end of March or the beginning of April. You will see this device in India, and probably it might be also sold through Flipkart. So when we talk about this device is a pretty handy device, not a very big display phone, I would like to say. So this device has a display size of 4.7 inch, a resolution of 720 to 1280. You have a pixel density of around 312 pixels per inch, which is fairly good. So you cannot notice any kind of pixelation on this device, as the font size is good and the display is also pretty good. When it comes to the display, it is a AMOLED capacitive touchscreen display, pretty good in terms of the color reproduction, I would say, and the viewing angles of the display are also pretty good. When we talk about the thickness of the phone is around 10.4 millimeter, which is again fairly okay. And because the back cover on the phone, which is over here, as you can see, it is actually rounded. So this rounded back cover is matte in terms of the finishing, so it is matte finish. You have the Motorola branding in the middle on the top. You have the LED flash over here. When we talk about the camera which we have on this device, the camera on this device is a 10 megapixel camera as per the specifications which we have, and again I will confirm that later on. We have a loudspeaker over here. You have an LED flash, Motorola branding, and again this is an AT&T device, so this is the logo over here. And if we take a look over the top, we have the 3.5mm audio jack. You have a secondary microphone for noise cancellation and video chat. On the top you have the proximity and ambient light sensor. You have the metallic earpiece. You have the front camera on this device, which is a 2 megapixel camera, and again the front camera can also record high definition video at 1080p, and the rear camera can also do that. When it comes to some other features, you do have geotagging, touch to focus, tap to focus is also there, and then you have panorama and HDR mode supported within the camera UI. So talking about the phone in terms of the overall form factor, this phone does not weigh very heavy, and when it comes to the SIM card connectivity, it will accept nano SIM just like an iPhone 5. When we talk about the weight of this device is around 130 gram, which is again fairly light, and because of the rounded back cover, this phone is fairly easy to hold in one hand, and one-handed usage of this device is good because you can easily access all the parts of the screen without any issues. When we talk about the storage which we have on this device is going to be 32 GB or 16 GB. You have 2 GB of RAM on this device, and this is how it looks like. When we take a look over the bottom, you have the primary microphone which is there on the bezel, and then you have the micro USB port for data syncing and charging at the bottom as well. When we take a look over the phone dialer, this is how the phone dialer looks like, and as you can see on the phone dialer, you do not have the option of making a video call. When we go out from the phone dialer and when we go into the messaging application, this is how the new messaging application look like, and again this is the new message screen only, and the kind of UI which we see on this device as far as creating a new message is concerned is kind of simple and it's stock Android. So there is nothing new on this device as far as the overall UI is concerned. When it comes to messaging application, it is stock Android. When it comes to continuous input is supported on this device, so that is not a problem. You can easily type on this device, and again the display size is such that you can easily type on this device even when you are holding this device with one hand. Then we just come out, and if I show you the settings, once we go under settings, we can take a look over the version of Android which is running on this device. Let me just show you the version of Android. So let me just toggle over here, and here we go into the settings, and again over here we are under the settings at about phone, and we can see that the version of Android which is running on the device is Android 4.4. so it is running on the KitKat version as of now. And if we take a look over the storage scenario as of now, let me just show you the same. So as far as storage is concerned, you have 16 GB of memory on this device, and out of which around 11.88 GB is available to the user. Right now around available memory is 1.94 GB, because again this is a user device and the user has actually installed some applications and some other things on the device is also there. When we take a look over the display scenario, the display has support for automatic brightness as well, as you can see, and wallpaper are going to be supported in the form of live wallpapers, static wallpapers, and you can also support video wallpapers on this device with the help of third-party applications. You do have NFC support as well on this device when it comes to the application scenario. As of now, there are not too much number of applications which are running on this device. So let's see how much of the RAM is actually free. So out of 2 GB of RAM, as you can see that around 788 MB of RAM is being used, and then you have around 0.98 GB of RAM which is free out of 2 GB, which is fairly good. And the device is responsive and there is no lag in the device as far as the UI is concerned. Everything is just fluid and responsive. Now when it comes to the chipset which we have on this device, it has a Qualcomm MSM8960 Pro Snapdragon chipset. It is a dual core 1.7 GHz processor which we have on this device, carrier based. The GPU on the device is Adreno 320. You have accelerometer sensor, gyro sensor, proximity, compass and barometer and temperature sensor as well on this device. And this device is also a device from Google which actually works on the OK Google command. So if you say OK Google, it will actually launch the Google Now, and you can do a lot of things with Google Now, like searching for information, finding restaurants near your place, and you can actually make your phone call someone and message someone as well with the help of Google Now. When we talk about the battery on this device is a 2200 mAh battery, which should be sufficient. And again, as per the overall feedback which I have received from some other people out there who have been using Moto X, they were saying that the overall battery backup from this device is again pretty okay, and it will give you around 1 day of battery backup. And again, the display is not full HD, so the overall consumption of the battery when it comes to the display is also not that bad, and it is also not that very rigorous, I would say. Now taking a look over the UI, let me just show you the settings again. And once we go into the settings, let me just show you some of the things which we forgot to show you earlier. So once we take a look over the more settings, you do have the option of creating a portable Wi-Fi hotspot as well on this device. So you can create a portable Wi-Fi hotspot. You do have Wi-Fi direct support, and NFC is also supported. You also have some extra controls on this device which include active display, touch control, Motorola Connect, which are again some key features of this device which you can use. When we take a look over the other connectivity, you have Bluetooth and Wi-Fi connectivity available as well. And then when it comes to Motorola, you do have some Motorola privacy settings as well, which will again allow you to send some data in the form of diagnostic data which will be collected anonymously from Motorola as a feedback to actually make this phone better in future. So here we have the camera UI, as you can see, and this is how it looks like. It does have autofocus, and when you tap on it, you can easily take a photo. So tapping on the screen will actually take a photo, and it will be taken once the camera actually focus. This is how you can preview it. Right now we have taken this photo in a room with some artificial light which is falling on the object, and again the photo is not that good in terms of the colors. That is something I can say, and in terms of the details it is pretty okay, not too great. Again, if you actually compare it with the actual object over there, it is a lot more different which we see in actual as compared to what we see in this camera image. Let me just give you an idea about the front camera as well. So here we have the toggle for the front camera, and this is how the view looks like from the front camera. So the front camera is a 2 megapixel camera. It can record high definition video at 1080p. So it can also do high definition video chat at that quality, which is definitely a good thing for this device. So in all, I would like to give a thumbs up to this device, and let's see when it comes to India and what price it comes to India. Hopefully it should be priced in between 15 to 20,000 rupees. The exact price which might be for this device when it comes to India might be 20,000 rupees approximately, or near to that, as per our own assumption. And this device might also be available through Flipkart, not through the retail channels. So let's see when this device actually comes to India and what price it comes to India. We will keep you posted whenever it gets launched in India. Do let us know if you have any specific question for this device. We would love to help you. You can like this video if this video helped you by clicking the like button below. You can subscribe to our YouTube video channel for more videos like this by clicking the subscribe button below. Thanks for watching this video. This is Abhishek signing off. Thank you.